It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And all eyes are on Jared Goff. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Lions and the Packers on Sunday Night Primetime.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And off we go to wrap up a great Sunday of football. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And at the start of Jordan Love's NFL career, he had one of the best seats in the stadium watching Aaron Rodgers work. But now, he's looking for more than that. Rocket arm, big play potential. And he wants to show this organization that he's capable of being a dependable starter for the foreseeable future.
Love going to throw right away. Short throw to Musgrave. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Play action this time with Love. And right away, he lost the football. And one of the linebackers has got it. And it'll be first and goal at the 7-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
So now the Lions go on offense in a great starting spot. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. On target to his man, Likely. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Lions will take over. Detroit's offense ready to take over. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Goff throwing again. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Here's Goff. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gibbs. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Goff. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The numbers for Jones last week, by the end of that one, he was knocking on the door for 200 yards.
And that was as good as I've seen him run the football. I mean, he absolutely attacked that defense. It looked like he was on the varsity, and they were scrimmaging the JV.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage, put the ball right on him.
Love, they go play action now. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up second down. Off the play fake, Love. Pass caught, it's Romeo Doubs. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 31. Love going to give this one to Jones. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
Touchdown, Packers! Isaiah Likely. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Down the numbers. There he goes. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year, number 6 overall. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Charles, they had 6 DBs out there. They were thinking pass. They surprised him with a long run.
I wonder if they saw that and just checked to it. Maybe had an audible and said, you know something, against 6 defensive backs, let's run the football. Let's get our big guys downfield and match up with the littler guys and see if we can create some space. And not only did they create space, they created a path all the way to the end zone.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. Last week, what a game. He was knocking on the door for 200.
And one of the things I saw come out of last week's game in his post-game press conference, he gave a lot of credit to the offensive line, as you might expect. But he also talked about the wide receivers blocking on the perimeter because no big game happens unless wide receivers block as well.
And watching film, you showed me he also made people miss. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. And inside give to Jones. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. You talk about this Lions defense. They're just below the cut line for top half of the league. 17th in the NFL against the run.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better. Because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. Inside the 10, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with career touchdown number 75. And the Packers have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Gano now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Time for another look at this Lions offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 84 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. The Lions at 4-9 now on the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
A big play there for Detroit. 44 yards. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Goff now looks to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again. Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Love from the gun. And oh, that is going to be a safety.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. Taking it about the 16. And Detroit getting set to go now. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Rashawn Gary in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Goff. Going underneath. Gibbs has it. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field. And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Goff now to throw. Complete. This is Mitchell. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards on the play. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Goff. This to Laporta, right side. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Montgomery. Well, Montgomery just unable to twist free as they hit him short of the line to gain. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Zerline's kick is up and through. So add 3, all told, after the safety, it's a 5-point swing. That could have turned out much worse.
Well, you don't want to say no harm, no foul, but I do believe you're right. A 9-point swing hurts. 5 points, much more manageable, especially in a tight game like this.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Remember, they had the safety go against him on their last possession. That was followed by the field goal a moment ago. So they've taken a couple of hits recently, but still lead it here as they start 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 110 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still 1st down.
Love now. He has it complete to Christian Watson. Now we'll get a timeout as they tend to an injured player, and looks like that's their receiver, Christian Watson. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Love. A check down here to Jones. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the end zone, Goff. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone. Gibbs straight ahead. And some room to roam now. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this 1st half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, You think you get the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now a first down throw. Goff finds Gibbs on the check down. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll make it second down. From the gun, here's Goff. Throw out wide is incomplete.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their third drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Love. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On 3rd down, Love. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okuda. Still fighting. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. But Jahmyr Gibbs and the Lions offense getting set once again. And Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you've set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
Yes, and he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? Well, first down screen pass, good for 5. Now 2nd and 5. Goff. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Now Goff. That is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A shotgun snap for Goff. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Goff throwing again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think there's... And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Amari Cooper as the first half is winding down. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Final play of the half, Love. His throw incomplete. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
In the first half, it was the Alabama man, Jahmyr Gibbs, who had it cooking. He's already over 100 yards rushing for the game and has a touchdown run as well.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock, but barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call.
False start, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Love. This one swung out here to Jones. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here comes third down and 7. To throw now. Here's Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 36. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Throwing, Love. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 16. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
On 1st and 10, Love. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring him 2nd down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And the agility got him a few extra before he's taken down right at the 10. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. Now Love. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Tanner Rapp with a pick. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Goff now looks to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Counter play. Here's Gibbs. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you.
There he goes, Amari Cooper. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. Amari Cooper with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it's Amari Cooper who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless too.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Love from the gun. And this one is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Amari Cooper and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they work this run upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Another run for Gibbs here. And he's got this down to the 35. 139 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Now a 1st down throw. Goff. Completes it right side to Cooper. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. From the 21, here's 2nd down and 7. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Throw left side, caught by Laporta. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Goff. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Devondre Campbell, nice play to get in there and drop him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So on 4th down, Goff will yield to Greg Zuerlein for the field goal try. This will be a 34-yard attempt. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This fielded right at the goal line, and makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
1st down, Love to pass. That'll be caught right side by Reed. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Love now. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Love. That's complete to Dobbs. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop them. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jordan Love, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Packers get a bit closer. Gano the extra point as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a good effort on a return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33. So out now come the Lions. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 9. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Love now to pass on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Reed. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 35-yard line.
Working out of the gun. Love. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Love's throws on target to Likely.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. Now 2nd down and a few inches. To throw now, here's Love. He's got the hook up with Dobbs.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Here's 2nd down and 3. Here's Love. No hesitation, goes right back to Likely. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Love looking to throw it. And his throw here is incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off.
And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go. The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for 2. They'll try and run it in. And he's not going to get there. The defense able to come up with a big stop, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. And the failure to convert and tie the game, now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. Oh, I think the Packers got it. Yep, Green Bay football. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Love. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Here comes 2nd down. Now Love. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his home. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Got to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Oh, he's going to be stopped up right at that unofficial yellow line, but I do believe he got the 2 yards. Yes, confirmed by the referee. It's a 1st down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Here comes 2nd down at 5. Love looking to throw. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Love. That is caught. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. His first attempt of the night here, and it's a big one. It's for the win. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. From the right hash, this for the win. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
This is 1st and 10. One last throw here for Goff. Into the hands of Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before.